I've been watching the development since I think 2021. I haven't played the demo yet because I want to play it all at once. And I followed Vincent when I started just getting on Twitter, and he followed me back, so that was really cool. Oh yeah, for me it was like knowing about his work, then talking to him a few times.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Avery, but I go by Soavecito, and I'm a horror content creator. We are on episode 13 of Whispers of Horror. Welcome, everybody. We have a special guest in Brendan, Pulp Games, to talk about Sacrificio Human Herd. And I'm going to do something that I've never done before. Usually the gameplay is recorded, but I'm going to play the demo live and have the developer be on, and they're going to comment on it. So I'm excited about this. This is a trial and error, so please forgive us if this doesn't go well, which I think it will. I think it will. I plan on to do this live with other developers as well, and I'm looking forward to it. Brendan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, but
Awesome, awesome. We're just gonna get started. I just want to ask, like, what got you into making just games in general? Like, when did you start, and then when did you start making this game?
I started learning how to make games back in 2020 because before that I was a writer.
Okay.
So I started learning 3D modeling. My first plan was to team up with someone to code the game, but then I got fed up with trying to work with people on collaboration and just learn how to do it myself.
Okay.
At
Uh,
first, I think I started because like people, um, I think everyone that plays video games go, oh, that I have an idea that could be cool for it, and most people just never attempt. But I had a few ideas that I really think should be made. That's none of my games yet because I'm building experience to my dream game,
mm-hmm.
and it's it's just going. I started kind of more complex than people usually say that you should with arcade games. I started with first person shooters because I'm a stubborn guy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going. I love first person shooters and horror, and
Nice, nice. I know you created another game. Is that the first game you made? The Grindhouse, Matador. Dora?
yes,
Okay.
it's my first. I attempted to do another survival horror with fixed camera angles before that, but
Mm-hmm.
it was never completed. It had a lot of spaghetti code.
Okay, okay. Um, can you just give us a overview of your horror game? Like what sets it apart from other horror game titles on the market?
Oh, it's more on the action horror aspect.
Okay.
It's more, it has more detailed graphics, because people usually have the low poly aesthetics that are great. I like it, but my forte is sculpting, and I try to put a lot of it in the game. It also has a lot of environmental combat, like Dark. Have you played Dark Messiah?
Oh, uh, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, you got super quiet. I don't know what happened. Let me see. Can you just say something real quick?
something.
Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, your audio got super quiet, and I don't know why. Maybe it's my headphones. Let me just see. Just,
Is it better now?
yes, it's better.
Oh, okay.
um, Yeah, no, it was just maybe it was in my end, but yeah, no, that's super dope. Let me ask you a question. So, what inspired you to create this like particular horror experience? Like, were there any specific influences, like other games, movies, or literature?
Oh,
That
that's actually a cool story.
awesome.
Uh,
I'm excited
the
to hear
the
it.
game that is the major inspiration for Sacrificio is Headfall.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I never played the game, but I saw the cover that has the vampire being kicked by the four guys. And I really hated it because I think vampires are really cool as a monster, and they have been treated very poorly with romance movies and all that. So Headfall just was the last straw, and I know I will make a game about vampires, and I'll make them super evil and intimidating.
Nice, nice. That's kind of crazy though. I think that's awesome. Actually, so I'm gonna switch over scenes, and then we're gonna try to gain live gameplay. I'm gonna share it to you, and then we're gonna do some commentary on it. Are you ready?
Okay,
Awesome. Let me just switch over. All right, and then I'm gonna show you my screen. Actually, I could show you this one. All right, and then I gotta just fix this.
oh, I can watch for via YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, you want to do it like that? Perfect. Then I can just close
Yeah.
this up. All right. Oh, wrong button. Let's see. Awesome. All right. So I'm gonna. This is my first attempt at doing this, guys. So, like I said, it's gonna be trial and error. But while we're doing that, let me ask you, what did you how do you approach crafting like the atmosphere and setting in this game to invoke like fear and tension with this horror game? And let me switch over.
So I think a lot of it is music.
I don't think it's
A lot of it comes from like Ramones with Pet Cemetery and metal albums
okay.
in old horror movies, other games, etc. But a lot of it is music, is metal.
Nice, nice. Um, I do like the atmosphere of it. Ooh. So what are these character? What are these enemies right here?
Oh, the YouTube is frozen.
Oh, hold on, 1 second.
Yeah,
Is it for
there
really?
will be a cutscene in before what you're playing now. Those enemies are humans. They are bandits.
Okay. Is YouTube still frozen?
No, now it's playing.
Okay. I just want to make sure everything's okay. I think the reason why the video was I had to switch over um, the Windows capture, so just that's why the gameplay wasn't playing. My heart dropped. I was like, no, don't do this to me. It should be playing now. All right. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna re-ask that question. You said the character, the enemies were what?
They're, they're normal humans.
Okay.
They're bandits.
Oh, they're bandits. Okay. Oh, okay. So, tell me a little bit about some of the mechanics that you chose for this game.
Oh, so for now, in this segment you are in, it's the introduction to just basic shooting.
Okay.
Later on, you find environmental opportunities to take down enemies.
Okay. Okay. I like the over the shoulder, like like reloading. So after I kill an enemy, do I get?
I will animate the other hand, but so far it's. Oh, when you reload with bullets left on the gun, it's wasted the
Okay.
bullets that are left.
So, how do you? Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna hide so I don't get destroyed. So, what made you pick this environment to have be like kind of pet cemetery, in a way?
Oh, wait, I really like vampires since I was a kid because they
just turn
are
it
a
up real
monster
quick.
that is really smart and they have the best environment for a monster.
Uh
This
huh.
gothic castle. So I just went with that.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a demo that will be releasing. Do you have a time date or like a timeline when you might release this demo?
Oh, I have a few problems that I need to fix and I don't know exactly when I'll fix them.
Okay, no worries, no worries. I think this is pretty cool. I think just having just different enemies, just the enemies in different location and everything. Oh, okay. So let me ask you about that. So the environment, is there going to be other things that can topple over, or is there anything that could knock enemies down? Like if I shot, so
Oh
how
yeah, shoot the planks
shoot the
instead
planks?
of the enemies.
Oh,
Shoot the
okay.
planks.
You might be so if you're watching on YouTube, it might be delayed. I think I shot the thing. If you
Yeah,
want me to, I could share it to you so it can be more real time. It's up to you. It's
Oh yeah, I will. Oh, I think YouTube is okay.
okay. No worries. Let's just get this guy out of the way. So yeah. So you can so you can destroy the environment or shoot the environment to take down enemies in this game. Then.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. It's just the first taste of it.
Okay. As far as just how, so when you
You
made,
left some bullets behind.
oh, I'm gonna go get those. So okay, so enemies drop bullets.
Oh
How?
no, they're shooting with crossbows.
Okay, I think.
There were bullets near the start of the game.
Okay. Do I just walk over it, or do I have to press a certain button to pick them up?
You press E to
E.
pick up the bullets.
I was wondering if it was E or not. Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, so far it's kind of rough because there isn't the prompt yet,
Gotcha.
but and the public demo there will be
There'll be
more
prompts.
guidance.
Yeah, no, like I said, this is I appreciate you even giving me an opportunity to try this
Stop
out.
reloading, please. It wastes the bullets that are left.
Oh, okay. Don't reload as much. Got it. So let me ask you. So, are there gonna be jump scares in this game, or is it just like one
No
of those?
intentional jump scares
Okay.
like the first one, but the first one had no intentional jump scares, but
Okay.
people still got really jumped all the time.
Okay. When you made your first game, and even when you're developing this game, community engagement is one of the most important, is vital for the success of horror games, how do you take the community's input on developing this game? And like when you first released your game, how was the reviews, and did you make any changes with some of the advice that people gave?
Oh yeah, when I made the first game was more or less on a vacuum. I haven't taken too many inputs besides just a few friends.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's released, it was very buggy. So the first 2 weeks, was really overworked updating the game.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, I'm taking way more feedback and just building a community around it before.
How long have you been developing this?
This, I think it's more or less a year,
Okay.
but not really consistent because I was still dealing with the other one and polishing it and releasing. So really heads on it is like a few months, but
Okay.
since I started it, it's been a year.
Nice, nice. Like since you've been working on it for a year, like what is the most challenging thing that you came across, and then what's the most success not successful, I'm sorry. What's like the highlight that you've come across? So basically what I'm asking is like what's the best moment of you developing this game, and then what was one of the most challenging things that you had to come across when developing this in a year span?
So the most fulfilling for me, it's modeling, making the environment,
Okay.
the enemies. Not these ones because they're just basic humans, but the monsters I really like modeling. And the environment, the gothic castle, the darkness dripping with the skulls and the spines, all of
Mm-hmm.
that. But the more challenging is programming. I'm really not my forte.
Okay.
Really, just something I do because I need to.
Gotcha. Nah, I think this is definitely interesting. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm playing it, like I turned this corner over here, and there was like 6 enemies, and I'm not gonna lie, I jumped.
Yeah, it's
It definitely caught me off
oh
guard.
shoot the stone.
Shoot the stone.
Oh, or the rope above it.
Oh, above it.
Yeah, it fell. It rushes the guy.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So let me ask you, like, what made you throw things like in like, what made you add those kind of concepts into the game?
Dark Messiah. It would be a regular shooter, but then I played Dark Messiah and
Okay.
I really liked it.
Oh, I think I died. I will say, like, when you get to 10%, you hear the character, like gasping. Is that like like? So audio for me is super big, but for the success of horror games, I feel like having audio is very important. So can you tell me about some of the audio elements you added to this game that make it stand out?
So far, I don't know if really stand out, but tried to add audio for most of the action, so it's more visceral.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you shoot the rocks and the walls, it does the wall sound. If you shoot wood and the trees, it does the wood sound. If you shoot metal, it does the metal sound. And then there's particle effects different for each.
Okay. I was just testing it out, like, and I do hear the different types of sounds. So if I shoot the wood, I hear the wood sound. If I shoot the stone, I hear like a more of a stone sound. And even shooting the enemies, just the sounds they make of like grunting like in
Yeah,
pain.
I tried to make the shooting of enemies visceral as visceral as possible.
Okay, okay. Um, honestly, like I'm gonna keep playing, but I just want to make sure I get all the questions I had for you. What? So, what could you elaborate? Like, what kind of story you're trying to tell, or you're trying to have somebody know when playing this game? So, like, what's the story around this game, and does that approach like the horror of aspect of just this game in general?
So it's the major inspiration for the story is the manga Berserk.
Okay.
Um, it's about humans resisting overwhelming dark forces. It's very brutal. It's very, but it's meant to be hopeful. It's
Okay.
meant to be like no matter how brutal and violent and powerful the monsters are, you can fight them back.
Okay. Okay. Um, Let me just pause it.
Oh, this part is incomplete.
Oh, okay. No, oh,
It's
my
just
fault.
it's
My fault. I was just exploring, so I just wanted. I was just curious.
but there will be stuff back there.
But
It's just there's a lot of walls and stones in this build that will be passages in the final version.
gotcha, gotcha. Um, how long do you plan on the game being like when you finish it? Like, is there like a target, and like how many hours you plan the game to be, or and anything of that aspect?
I think about 10,
You said sorry. The game was a little loud, but what did you say again?
about 10 to 15 hours.
Okay, I think that's a good length. 10 to 15 hours.
Maybe 20 if you struggle with it.
Okay, okay. Is there gonna be multiple different environments, or is it gonna still like mainly be outside in a like a cemetery, or is there gonna be like indoor buildings, outdoor like?
Oh, in this, just keep playing this build. There's a lot of it in this already.
Okay. So let me take these guys out.
I won't spoil what's in the build already. I have a lot of environments planned in my head already, but modeling, it's mostly of what in this build,
Mm-hmm.
and I have some unfinished environments that I'll add later and
Okay.
finish them.
So I mean, so far I like it. I think it's just definitely like a lot. I like a lot of aspects of it. Like the enemies are pretty cool. Like the environment, being able to shoot the environment and change, like just deal with enemies like that. I think is really cool. And also like I said, the environment is the biggest thing for me. Just being in a cemetery is pretty dope.
First of all,
Sorry, say that again.
their environments are getting very varied. Just in this build, you'll go to a lot of different stuff.
That's good. I do apologize for keep asking you like, what are you saying? I'm just like, I'm still getting used
Oh
to
no,
like.
yeah, I'm English is my second language, so I have a strong accent.
No, 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 no. It's okay. So like for me, the game, like the shooting and everything could be is a little loud. So like you're getting drowned out. I just want to turn you up on Discord, just because you are getting a little bit drowned out by the sounds of the game.
All right.
So I just want to make sure I can hear you, and the game is not too loud. So give me 1 second. I think that should be fine. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's so much better. All right, I think that's definitely better. All right, turn that up a little bit. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're gonna keep going. We died last time. So I see that certain enemies take more hits. Or do all the enemies take the same amount of hits? And if I get a headshot, does it automatically go as a one shot? kill?
It's for these enemies, 2 shots in the chest are heavy,
Okay.
and for other enemies, it's more, but it will vary depending on the difficult settings.
Okay. Okay.
So far,
I was gonna
so
add.
far
Okay, sorry.
it's more like the normal difficulty.
Okay.
The harder. I called it the crossbow guys, so their reaction time can change easily. So for harder difficulties, I can just make him aim better and faster.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I died again. I think having 8 enemies be at one place is kind of hard. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you can kick that guy in the spikes.
Oh, I can. So what button is that?
Oh, F.
F.
You can
Oh.
kick every enemy. No, not every, but every all of these crossbows guys and the zombies.
Okay, I'm gonna try to kick this guy. Wow, I can't believe I can kick. Wow. Is there anything else I can do that I don't know?
Oh, so not in this build, but there's a sword that you can use to parry attacks.
Okay, so I'm gonna have a sword so I can parry attacks. Question, can I run through this? Will I, do I have to kill every enemy, or is it possible for me to see more?
Oh, you can run.
Okay. I'm gonna try to dodge all these bullets and see how much more, if I can see more. Excuse me.
If you
Alright.
keep moving faster, it's harder for them
To shoot me.
to shoot. Yeah, staying
Oh.
still, even staying still it makes it easier for them
For
to
them to hit me.
hit you. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, I like that.
I think if you
Oh, I
keep
can.
moving, you can choose them.
I can kick him in the spikes, like you said, and then I can shoot this thing. Oh, okay. This is dope. This is really cool. So these are the zombies.
Oh no, these are bandits.
Oh, I might be a little further ahead, but this thing with the eye on it.
Oh, yeah, that's a zombie.
Gotcha. So how many different enemies are in the game? Like there's bandits, there's zombies.
In this build, there's the bandits, the zombies, the experiments, and the worm hives. But in the full final game, there will be a dozen.
Okay.
Making monsters is my favorite part.
I like the statue. So what does the statue? I'm gonna wait a couple minutes, but what does this statue represent? And is it still more part of the story? This one right here.
The statue, it's meant to. It's kinda just for cool
Like
factor.
aesthetics? Okay.
It's meant to represent how the vampire lord is corrupting the castle, because in the story, this castle used to be of a nobleman that was a regular guy, not evil. And so when the vampire descended on the castle, he was basically prey to a monster. And now, like the gravestones, they are normal, they're just crosses. So it was it's the remnants of the normal castle, and being taken over by the demons and skulls, and weird monsters.
Okay. I'm gonna if you don't mind, I'm gonna give you my thoughts of the demo so far. So, I like obviously the atmosphere is one of my biggest things for video games. I like the atmosphere of the game, just being outside. Like I like it being like the graveyards. The enemies are cool, like the bandits and then the zombies. Is there a reason why the zombies head go back and forth?
What do you mean back and forth? Oh, the head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's to make it harder to win.
Like, oh, it's so harder to hit like the headshots.
Yeah, it's just to make you. It's just to make it harder to aim for the weak spot.
Okay, no, no, I think that's cool. I think that's different. Um, when I was trying
There
to shoot.
is there is a lore for the zombies, and that it's a parasite implanted in their spine that eats the brain, and then uses the bites into the nerves to control it like a puppet.
Really?
So the reason the head goes back and forth in the lore is because it's spasming out because there's a parasite biting the spine and the nerves.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
the gameplay reason is just to make it harder to aim.
no, no, no. I think that aspect of the game is cool too because like just shooting regular enemies is fine, but like having them move and put like obviously the weak spot is moving makes it harder for you to actually take them down. Obviously, this is the demo and everything like that. The audio, like for the weapon and like the enemies like shooting, is a little loud, but obviously like the demo's not finished. Like obviously you're still working on it. Um, which again, like it could be overpowering, but like I said, the destructible environment is one of the biggest thing I like a lot. The fact that you can shoot the boulder and the boulder will fall on the enemy, or shoot the barrel and it will take out multiple enemies. It makes you just not only shoot the enemies, it makes you think at okay, like what's the best approach of
On
fighting
the
like
harder difficulties, it will be kind of mandatory to save bullets to kill all the enemies.
okay. What when it comes to bullets, is this game gonna have like a plentiful amount, or like will it depend on the difficulty?
It it will be harder to no the enemies won't have more health in the harder difficulties,
Okay.
but they will be harder to hit. They'll be faster, more aggressive.
Okay.
There'll be less delay time, and it will be just making everything be harder to hit and trying to induce you to miss a lot of shots. So kicking and parrying and using swords and all the environment will be really mandatory for the harder difficulties, but not required for the normal and easy.
Okay. How many difficulties are you planning on doing? Is it gonna be just like the
At
standard?
least three.
Okay, so it's gonna be like easy, normal, and hard.
Yeah, probably very hard and nightmare.
Oh, I love when a game like difficulties has nightmare. I feel like it gives it like a different aesthetic of like this is gonna be really hard for you to beat. So I totally respect that.
Yeah,
Um,
the first one, it's widely considered by everyone to play to just be the nightmare.
okay, okay.
Until I added an easy mode later because people were legit not managing to finish it.
Gotcha, gotcha. So I want to ask, okay, say if I'm a up and comer video game developer and I wanted to be one, what is some advice that you can give to anybody who's inspired to jump into making video games just in general?
So I think what most other developers say is to start with very simple games that you can finish.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think that works. Many people do that and works. But I think you can start with complex games. I think you should make what you like to play.
Mm-hmm.
It will be harder. You'll probably not finish your first project, but you will learn a lot by failing.
All right, I think that's awesome. I mean like so just go for it. Just try to do the like if you fail, don't give up, but learn from your failures.
You more or less learn for failures because it makes it very stuck in your head.
Mm-hmm.
But you also learn because making a game it is very long and there's a lot of aspects to it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I failed a lot in programming, but I succeeded a lot in 3D modeling. So my first project was a lot of success in 3D modeling and a lot of failings in code. But now I learned a lot of code and I developed myself artistically better.
Okay.
So it's just a lot of learning. And most of the starts will be just very frustrating because you basically don't move until a lot. It's just um, until you get the hang of how the softwares work and programming logic and how to think in 3D terms
Mm-hmm.
is a lot of really ungrateful work. Uh, Makes it kind of hard to wrap our mind around it.
Then I totally get
But
that.
I'm rambling a lot.
No, 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 no. You're
What was
not.
the question? Right?
I was playing the game during it. Basically, just like I was going off what you're saying. Like basically, like learn from your failures, from like while developing as you trying more and more things. So, and you were elaborating more into that. Um,
Yeah, it just I just disagree with needing to start with simple games. I think you should make what you want to make. It would be more fulfilling than just making a simple game because it's simple.
okay, okay. I was gonna ask. Is there anything that is not shown that you are excited to talk about, or would you want to wait till like the game gets more developed?
Yeah, the cutscenes and the story,
But,
they're,
well,
it's just not in the game so far, but it's a focus of mine.
okay, nice, nice. I'm looking forward to that. Um, I know you mentioned just like obviously like just going into it and just like you've been developing games and everything like that. How are you balancing um game development with your real life? Like when you're not game developing, is it a struggle to work on the games that you're doing and balance your life, or are you having a good balance between that?
Oh, I'm the wrong person to answer that. I'm a massive workaholic.
Okay. Okay. Um, yeah, unfortunately, me too. That's one of the things I'm struggling to figure out, like how to balance being like making content and just like having a daughter and a wife and just family. Just being able to like do my craft. Obviously, Whispers of Horror, and just being able to make content, being a horror content creator, and then trying to be a family man. I think it's definitely a struggle, and I'm still trying to figure out like what's the good balance between it. Which apparently it is streaming at as late as possible to do this content. I feel like it's the little things that truly matter, and yeah. Um, that Well, I was gonna ask you another thing. Will when the demo is fully finished, will it be on Steam or will it be on like a itch.io?
So I'm having a lot of problems getting the Steam store page up because uh, because of the violence and the themes of the game being too heavy.
Really?
So
Okay.
I try no, so I did a really stupid thing because they have a questionnaire that you answer. So I try to cover my bases and have uh, and like branch everything that can be seen as a problem,
Mm-hmm.
but I accidentally made the game sound way heavier than it actually is. And now I'm
Oh,
having a lot of problems to fix that.
gotcha,
So
gotcha.
each is way easier to get up, and it's probably gonna be each at first, but I think as soon as I figured it out, like how to fix my mistakes.
So basically, what you did was you made the game sound more violent and scary and just terrible. And Steam was like, "Nah, I don't know if we could put this on on Steam."
I made the game sounds like it's the clips from Berserk to start to end.
Jeez, no, I could definitely see the issue with that. That's crazy.
Mhm.
That's crazy. Just and you said that you have to. So basically, you have to answer a questionnaire to so they can determine like if the game is able to get on or not.
It's it's not really if they don't get on or not because they're very lenient with content as you can see just by browsing the store page.
Yep.
Mm. But if if the game is particularly heavy, they will put some restrictions and have to do a more thorough evaluation of it.
Gotcha.
My
Gotcha.
problem is just that I don't have enough of the game for them to evaluate, so that's it's being a problem.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I mean, well, I hope that that problem gets solved soon. I know that could be an inconvenience um, when making this game and just trying to be able to have something up when you have the demo and you can't even get a store like a page yet. Like I said, I hope that that gets solved really quickly. But how do you feel? Like obviously I've seen your game on X or what we call it Twitter. I guess I don't. I'm still not sure what to call it. How do you feel like the feedback when you post some of the clips of the game is received by just the community you're making? Are people super excited about it? What are some of the comments that people are saying when they see this gameplay?
Well, so far it's been nothing but positive feedback on this one. Grindhouse had some criticism about the difficulty being too high,
Okay.
but it a bit of that was on me. I think uh it was way more old school than games are usually,
Mm-hmm.
even the retro ones.
Okay. Okay. Um, when getting the word out, is X is the the only way you're promoting your game or is getting more eyes on it, or is there other platforms that you're using to show the content that you are making while you're producing this game?
So, X, I tried to do a bit of YouTube. It
Okay.
wasn't as successful as X.
Okay.
It was really dead. I don't know how to do it properly. I didn't knew how to do X at first too, but it seems to be working.
Okay. Has any other developers hit you up or asked you questions regarding your game?
So far, I talked to a few developers, not a lot.
Okay.
Uh, the I asked. I was the one asking for about Heartworm,
Mm-hmm. My buddy Vinny.
and yeah, and I think I talked to the guy who made who's making Pig Face.
Okay.
He's nice. And I have a few interactions with the guy that's making I forgot the name of the game. The one with the vampire hunter with
Oh yeah, yeah,
buggy.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. I reached out to them too to be on Whispers. I know what you're talking about, the Vampire Hunter
Yeah, that
game.
guy is cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the and the guy the guy Jason that's making Kotick.
Ah,
He
yes, yes.
retweeted he retweeted my game and that was really cool.
Ye-
That was I don't know. I'm just fanboying because Kotick is awesome.
mhm. I think it's awesome that other developers reach out, like stay in contact with each other, or even reach out and just support other games. So like when I'm looking for more people to be on Whispers, I see a lot of developers retweeting other games and just like starting threads of, if you're a developer, post your game, which obviously makes my life a little easier because then I can find more horror games. But just to be able to watch other developers support other developers is just a beautiful thing because it makes it get more exposure for them and also others as well, which is I think is a beautiful thing. You like you said you brought up like you talked to other developers. Did you ever
I
ask?
didn't talk a lot to them, just a few interactions here and there.
Oh, okay, no worries, no worries. I was gonna ask, like during those interactions, did you ever ask them for like advice on your game or any
I
feedback?
might ask Tito of the pig face
Mm-hmm.
because his game has the thing I'm struggling with it.
Okay.
Like when you can test it right now. If you kick the guys, they don't get up yet.
Oh,
But
oh, they just stay down.
yeah,
Oh,
they just stay down.
so
They
they
are dead, but they can't get up. The animations are stable.
so the kick. So basically, the kick is like the best weapon.
And so far, it will be in the final version too because all the spikes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But so far you can just basically disable all enemies with not all enemies but all the basic ones.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, like, I mean, you might as well. I no lie. I think you should keep the kick that powerful. If you could one shot
But
enemies with just.
then there will be no reason to use the spikes.
Nah, I get that. I get that. I get that. I was just making a joke. I could,
Oh
but
yeah,
could,
but
could you imagine being in it, like just playing a game where you could just kick enemies just to oblivion and you just don't need anything else but your foot? I think that's
oh that's Dark Messiah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, like I said, like breaking down the game, I think this game has a lot of potential. Like I'm really excited, like intrigued to know, like what you what the game will be when it's fully finished. Like I said, there's definitely some like obviously this is a demo and you're still working on everything like that. But I'm honestly curious to see, like I said before, like the final product. Like I think it has a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
potential. I think it has like
yeah.
the environment, just the destruction and just different enemies.
Oh,
And
you're
I
not halfway done with the demo. Keep going.
Okay, okay. Halfway done, so I'm excited to see what is like what else you add to it, like the prompts and the kit, like and like just being able to, like you said, there's gonna be a sword attached to your repertoire of weapons, to parry some of the projectiles, or is gonna be another element that's gonna add to the game. So I think that's super
Oh, not
exciting.
really projectiles, just a melee attack.
Nice, nice. Is there anything else you want to bring up on Whispers of Horror? As
Not really.
okay,
I think
okay.
I think most of it's right.
So I'm gonna tell everybody, look out for the demo. Like the demo will, like he's still working on it, so the demo will eventually be out soon. And the Steam page, once he figures it out, will be out. And then once that is up, I will be putting the Steam page on all descriptions of the YouTube video as well as all the other platforms, as well as my X. And I look forward to playing the demo when it's fully out. And I would love to have the Pulp Games come back as well. Once the game fully drops, so we could do a like a commentary. It's something similar to what we're doing now. Down the road.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. Like I said, I just want to thank you for your time on Whispers of Horror. I think this was an awesome episode. Again, it was the first time I've ever played a live game while I did an interview. So it wasn't my perfect on my end, just because being able to just focus on the game, but also ask questions is something I'm gonna have to get used to. So I hope this experience was good for you as well. Um, and you,
No, yeah, playing the game I think gave you a few ideas of what to ask and
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little struggle to try to figure out. Okay, let me play the game. Let me focus on the game. Let me come up with questions. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm still doing an interview. I gotta ask questions. Just being honest. And is there anything else you want to say before we go to some of our new friends, some people who are listening in audio version or just who are live?
I don't know. I think it's just that. No, I don't have much more to add.
Okay. No worries, no worries. All right, guys. Follow me on all platforms. I go live on Whispers Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I said, follow me on all platforms, and also make sure you check out Pulp Games, and follow them on all platforms. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, night, evening, or whatever time it is for you guys. And stay tuned for tomorrow, Whispers of Horror. We're already on episode 14, which is crazy, which is absolutely crazy. Thank you.